4:20 a.m. local time, the operation in Saint-Denis is launched. The target, the suspected organizer of Friday's attacks in Paris, which left 129 innocent dead and hundreds wounded. French police and military swarmed the suburb of Paris, zeroing in on one apartment where the alleged ISIS terrorist Abdelhamid Abaoud is believed to be.
You can actually hear the gunshots.
Saint-Denis resident Vincent Hoy recorded the scene from his apartment.
The continuous shooting sounded like fireworks, and then the suicide bells felt like fireworks at a bigger scale.
As authorities stormed the building, a woman, believed to be the cousin of Abaoud, according to Belgian state broadcaster RTBF, blows herself up. The battle is just beginning. Officers fight their way to the third-floor apartment. This woman lives in the building.
We could see the bullets, the light of the laser pointing our way. Really, it was explosions. We could feel the building really shaking. I could hear the guys upstairs running, and they were screaming at each other. No, no, shouting this way.
A French commando team also detonates powerful munitions, according to a source, to, quote, neutralize ISIS suspects.
And an explosion has just gone off. This is still very much an ongoing operation. That was quite a large explosion in that direction. A second one now.
The explosions cause one floor in the apartment building to collapse. The raid expands to another apartment building nearby and a church. Police batter their way through the door.
Show me your back.
All told, 7 men and 1 woman are taken into custody. In the raid, at least 2 terrorist suspects are killed, the female suicide bomber and another shot by a police sniper. But investigators are finding body parts in the rubble of the collapsed apartment building floor, so that number of dead may rise. The question is one of them the target of the raid, suspected ringleader Abdelhamid Abaoud? DNA testing will give us the answer. Well, as all that was happening, ISIS put out a video threatening New York City. We're going to show you 3 frames of it showing a bomb, a purported suicide bomber who was also shown wearing the bomb, and images of crowded locations in New York. Now, you'll remember just a couple of days ago, the terror group called for attacks on Washington, D.C. as well. Joining us now with the latest is CNN's Deborah Farrar. So what are you learning, Deb?
Well, what we're learning, Anderson, is that this new video suggests that ISIS remains focused not only on France, but also Britain and the United States. And there are 3 types of attacks that it appears in this video that they're planning. The first, a car bomb. Second, sharpshooters. And third, these suicide belts. And when you see the suicide belts, the word USA comes up in the corner. And what you see is first men praying, and then this bomb. That is the bomb. That is the actual belt. You see him zipping up his jacket there. What we're not showing you is the actual material, the detonator cords, which are connected to high explosives, and then what appears to be BBs. Now, we are told, I spoke to a bomb expert who said this kind of device, it appears, carries a pack, a punch, basically of 25,000 feet per second. It would clearly cut an individual in half, but the BBs are what is especially concerning because those BBs act as shrapnel, and that's what causes a lot of damage. That's the damage that we saw in the Boston Marathon bombing. All of those people who were injured because of the BBs and the shrapnel that were inside that bomb. We do know that it's Times Square, Herald Square, and other scenes in New York, but they are clearly focused. And again, car bomb, sharpshooters, and suicide belts, and that's the message that they're putting out tonight, Anderson.
And are any response from city officials?
Well, they're very concerned. They say that New York is always a target. They always take things seriously. They're being incredibly vigilant. You can see some of these new tactical officers. They're counterterrorism officers. They are heavily armed, heavily trained, and heavily equipped to respond to any attack should it occur. But clearly, there's a big onus on the JTF, on FBI, to make sure that they've got the right kind of surveillance, the right kind of intelligence, so that it's not just a matter of responding to the attack, but of preventing it as well, Anderson.